Welcome guys and gals. In this video I'm going to show you how to use the Google Maps API with a simple .html file. I have already created a new HTML file with all the standard HTML elements. A little side note, we will be working with HTML5. This means that most likely it will not work in Internet Explorer. Now we're going to start by adding a div element within the body. We're going to need to give this div element its own ID, which we use to give it some style later, and we're going to use it to show where the map is going to be placed. We're going to call this ID map canvas, like so, and go ahead and close the div element. Now we're going to add a style tag at the top in the header, and we're going to go the HTML height 100%. We're also going to say that the body fills the entire height of 100%. We don't want any white space around our map, so we're going to declare that both the margin and the padding are 0. We're also going to say that the map canvas itself has a width and a height of 100% in order for it to fill the entire screen. Now we're going to add two scripts. First of them is to link to Google and to ask their permission to use the map itself, which is done by this link. There's two elements within this link that are both very important. First of them is the key provided right here. Now you need to request your own key by going to the Google Maps API page, and from there on you can request the key for yourself. You will also need to put sensor to either true or false. Now sensor will use the sensors in a device, for instance a GPS locator. We're not going to use that today, so we're going to put it to false. Make sure that you both enter a valid key and put sensor to either true or false. If you forget one of these two, the code will give an error. Now we're going to make the second script, which is also a text/JavaScript, just like the one above. And we're going to start with the function initialize. Within the function initialize, we will create a variable called map options. In this we will show where we're going to center the map when it loads and how much the zoom will be. We're going to start off by saying new google.maps.lat line, which will be the latitude and longitude. You can fill any latitude and longitude in here. I chose for around the middle of the Netherlands somewhere. The zoom level declares how far you will be zoomed in. The higher the number, the further you will zoom in. We also will create the map itself. That's done by this line of code. We're going to declare that we want a new map, which will be placed on the element map canvas. So we will call it document.getElement by ID map canvas. We also will add the map options to it, which we have created above. Now we need one more line of code for this to work, which is the add DOM listener. Now, while an HTML page renders, the document object model, or DOM, is built out, and any external images and scripts are received and incorporated into the document object. So to make sure the map is loaded, we add the DOM listener, which will also call in the function initialize. This is really all there is to this. So go ahead and save that and open it up. As you can see, we've opened up a map centered above the city of Utrecht. Now, there we go. If we reload it, we will see that it takes up the entire 100% of width and height, but it will still function on every device. Because it uses percentages, it will use a percentage of the screen itself. Now I'm going to show you, if you change the zoom level, for instance, to 15, we will see much more of Utrecht. We can now see street names. If we want to see more of the Netherlands, we're going for something like 10. You can also change the latitude and longitude to give you different places. Now, if you don't want to fill your entire page, you can change these to, for instance, 90%. Save and reload your page. You will now see a white space around it. So you can add code to it if you want to make it more dynamical, but this works on most devices. You can use this map for various purposes. Most purposes will be used to show off where you're located, or just to give a certain sense of where you are if you put the sensor to true. There is nothing more to using the Google Maps API. So for any questions, I will add the link to the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time.